afternoon, everyone. My name is Lulia, and I'm gonna be your host for today. Welcome, everybody, to our event. So, in this year's conference, we get a hands-on feel of the very first global event of Omani. It's the first step toward a change in life, where it brings technologies toward a fast-paced environment and soon a high-tech substitute for human presence in the office workspace. This can be revealed by the presence of ID Share platform or digital ID project run by Omani Corp and OMA Plus. And with the benefits that blockchain brings, the ID is not only verified by KYC, but also trustworthy. From e-passports to digital wallets, online banking to social media accounts, these new forms of digital ID social accounts will allow to conduct business access, financial and health records, stay connected, and much more together with NI Bank and Dr. Ni applications, continuing an innovation in the field of high-tech and successful fintech. Meanwhile, digital currency can be seen as a emerging trend of global finance. Taking this challenge forward in this event outside the block, Omani is now bringing in the latest technology that changes life much better. Empowering teams to drive the change. Turn these days for more exciting details on transformation and innovation. So let's stay back and enjoy the show.
Technology is changing our economy today. Blockchain is used to create a lot of application trends, and you must always update and embrace it to keep up with their development. We live in an era where wealth and prosperity are built on binary codes, capable of creating real value. Can you keep up with this new financial technology landscape? Have you found a trusted and reliable partner who can lead you through the digital revolution? Omani is a multinational corporation specializing in finance and investment. It was founded in 2019, based in Singapore, Vertex Tower. Over the years, we have built successes. We have established a strong foothold in investment, digital assets management, blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, global financial investment and management. The two main companies of Omani are FINTECH and OMA Investment. In particular, the OMA Plus platform plays a key role in all Omani financial activities. This platform opens up many investment and cooperation opportunities between Omani and its partners, especially enterprises and startups. Besides, FINTECH also works with WellUp's platform. This is known as the foundation that spawned many typical communication and technology projects using big data, IoT, blockchain, AI, AR, and VR, etc. All the trends and technologies the world has been applying with great results in the field of finance and investment. Ninote's two technology and communication companies are NITECH and Nidia. Omani is built with a vision to become the leader of blockchain investment in Asia. We see the future of fintech in blockchain and embrace innovative investment solutions when others hold back. Today, blockchain is fast becoming mainstream in financial markets worldwide. Omani is currently one of the leading investment firms with the WellUp's blockchain technology platform, consisting of 4 core systems: ID Share, NI Bank, NFT, and dApps. Omanee'S Bank digital banking agents are now spread across Asia in Singapore, the UAE, Vietnam, India, the Philippines, and so on. Through our Bank agents, wherever your investment takes you, we'll be there to meet your needs. Clients are the driving force of our business. In Omani, we believe in building lasting relationships with our clients. We're constantly exploring new frontiers and we're looking for technological solutions. And wish to have the ID Share Digital Citizen Ecosystem, Dr. Nee. That can generate a stable revenue stream and create more values for our clients. The idea is to outpace market trends and recognize the potential in emerging financial instruments. Our experience in the industry have given us the expertise and capability to identify promising investment solutions, step into a new era of blockchain technology. With Omani and experience, the future of finance technology access possibilities of wealth. According to our plan up until 2030, we'll provide customers and investors with a comprehensive ecological system. Create your future from today. Omani, the world without border.
Wow, it looks like Omani is indeed going in the right direction and has opened a lot of opportunity in this industry. Do you agree with me? Of course. And today I will be here to show our guests the achievements and the plans of Omani. So let me introduce the board management of Omani Corporation, the CEO and founder, Mr. Hero Wu. Welcome, Mr. Hero. Thank you for joining us. And Miss Yuki Pham. She's here as well, Mrs. Yuki Pham. Thank you. And also we have the Deputy of General Director, CDO, Mr. Drake Nguyen. Mr. Drake. And the CPO, Harry Pham. Mr. Harry. And Dr. James Nguyen. Mr. James. Welcome. And the co-founder and CEO of MeEdu and the guests of honor from our partners and investors here with us today and on the screens, of course. But before we start, let us give you a brief view about our agenda for today. Okay, so first, we're gonna have the first panel discussion with the topic outside of the blockchain. And the second panel, it will be about the new trend of technology, GameFi, NFT. And then, of course, we're gonna have a tea break, networking, socializing together. And then we're gonna have the highlight of the event to know more about Omani ecosystem. And then last but not least, we will be having a gala dinner, awarding ceremony, and of course, a party time that we are all waiting for, right? So now let's introduce the first panel discussion outside of the block. So I'm gonna now welcome our speakers on the stage for the first panel. We have Mr. Srinath Iyer, the CMO of DIFX. Mr. Srinath, could you please join us on the stage? And then we have Mr. Yes, please. Let's hear a big round of applause. Thank you. And now we're having Mr. Zahid Ahmad, the CTO of Anctus Mysteria. Could you please join us on the stage? And now we're having Mrs. Christina Brinizia, the co-founder and COO of Toscale. Mrs. Christina. And last but not least, we're having Mrs. Lauren Crabe, the co-founder and CEO of Starnest. And of course, our moderator for tonight is Mr. Jake Noon, the CTO of Omani Corporation, will be our moderator for the first panel.
Everyone. Hello. Hello, hello. It seems to be I'm quite nervous because will be the moderator of very interesting panelists and very interesting project in here right now. And you will see in our panelists we will talk about anything outside blockchain. Not only blockchain, but also outside there. We have NFT game, we have the exchange, and we have digital assets. Many things will come up in our panelists right now. So I'm happy to be here to be a moderator of this panelist outside the blockchain, and I would like to be our panelist to have a seat and we discuss together. Thank you. It's more quite comfortable. That's we are standing right. So we are very beginning today to become the balance and the topic to all of you, and hope you all feel full of energy to be enjoyed because we have the very exciting event today from 3 p.m. and until 8 p.m. And don't leave the event until at the end of the event, okay? Today, I'm pleased to talk about the topic outside the blockchain. So what about the outside the blockchain? What are you gonna have? Right now, in Omani, and you can see on our video before, we already have the mainnet. And we officially will launch by today to show you the world our mainnet with the platform will help you to declare own of kind of your token, own kind of your cryptocurrency, and of course for doing the crypto assets. But not only that, we're doing the identity verification blockchain, a new technology that will help you to be reduce all of border of technology, reduce all of challenge when you're doing a DR, when you're doing an NFT game, and what we're gonna be, we will tell you and later on. But at first, let me introduce our panelist, Mr. Srina. He will tell you about interesting about his project.
Hi, hello everyone. I'm Srinath Iyer. I currently serve as the Group CMO for DIFX. DIFX stands for Digital Financial Exchange, and it's a centralized exchange. So before I dig deep, let me quickly introduce my background. I am a telecom engineer with a master's in marketing. And essentially, I've been part of several e-commerce and retail businesses, but nothing quite hit me like the blockchain industry. So say late 2016, I started more on the protocol side, and here I am with DIFX, trying to revolutionize how the way exchanges work. So Digital Financial Exchange is a centralized exchange, and what makes us extremely different is we accept and we do cross-asset trading. So the question is, what is cross-asset trading? So let me just give you a quick example. Say trading Bitcoin with gold, or Ethereum with, say, Apple stocks, Tesla stocks. So this is what is possible with digital financial exchange. So we have MT5. At the same time, we also have our own spot exchange. So we have tried to create this cross-asset using the platform. Another thing is, say, we all are in Dubai, we go to malls for shopping. That's like a common thing what people do in Dubai. So essentially, you won't go to Dubai Mall to buy like something, say, perfumes, or go to Mall of the Emirates to get like shoes or something. So what people prefer is, I go to one mall, I have the time of my life, and try to get everything. And that's exactly what DIFX does. We are a one-stop solution, essentially, for traditional traders, as well as crypto traders as well. So we have built a platform on which people can do their crypto trading, at the same time traditional trading. But the most interesting part is they can do both, as the example I gave you. So we are currently live and functioning. We have gone live on September, and we have our web version, as well as we are live on Android and iOS as well. So I will recommend everyone to check us out, download the application. It's considered to be one of the simplest UI, and I would also like to say that we have also won the best new trading platform for 2021 as well. Thank you.
So you can see, thank you, Serena. Here, we have investor, a lot of investor. So we have a DX exchange, decentralized exchange, very interesting. And nowadays, we not only have the centralized exchange, we also have the decentralized exchange. So our investor in here, while you take the time to download the app, the IFX, to enjoy it. And of course, our native coin will be here on in the blockchain exchange, and we will show you later on. And coming up, we will have the very interesting project in here right now. Mr. Ajit will be so Ajit. Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Zahid Ahmed. I'm the CTO of Anchors of Mysteria. A little bit about myself to start off with. I was CTO of several tech startups before joining Anchors of Mysteria as a CTO. And I've been really fascinated about blockchain for the past 4 to 5 years, been working mainly on side chains, roll-ups, and also the proof of stake concepts for Ethereum mainly. So let's talk deeply into Anchors of Mysteria. So Anchors of Mysteria is a play-to-earn decentralized game combining the magic of NFTs with DeFi. So there's a lot of games out there right now in the market, and you would be thinking, why Anchors of Mysteria? What makes it special is we are built on Polygon, and that gives us high transaction speed and low gas fees. Moreover, we're really focused on scalability to ensure that our users are having the best solution when it comes to the market, especially when it comes to games. Apart from that, we have 2 tokens. We're a dual token model, ANKT and Love Spirits. Our gameplay is mainly focused on play-to-earn model that has 2 main concepts. You can either earn using game, or you can earn it either by staking as a passive income method. So we also have staking that gives you access to leaderboards, that gives you a huge amount of ANKT in return, up to 30 million to 40 million for serious gamers. Or if you're just a passive person, you could just collect resources within the game. In terms of technology-wise, we have a huge team, over 200 people working on the tech here, and we're going IDO end of this month. So I'd appreciate if everyone would check us out sometime and participate as well. That's it. Thank you.
As you can see, we have very interesting project. It's NFT game. And nowadays, you have NFT game, not only the chains, but the place that you can earn a lot. When you play and you become the actor in there, and you become more investor, you have NFT. And of course, the NFT games, how it engagement with the user. That's be a good story, right? Stable game, right? And interesting game for make the user will come up with us. So I believe that Anchors we have very interesting projects, not only the games, but also platform that you will based on there to growing up with us, right? Thank you, Jade. And of course, we have the exchange, we have NFT game, And what else we have to bring to you, I will show you in our next coming panelist, Mr. Christine.
Thank you, Omani, for invitation. It's a big pleasure. Actually, I'm COO and co-founder, and at the scale, we are building a cross-exchange infrastructure crypto trading solution with access both to CeFi and DeFi tools management at one window. Actually, we have multiple technologies that we are implementing. And later on, during this panel discussion, I will be happy to share to you and back to this.
Yes.
Yes. So thank you again. It's a big pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Christine. Christine will not tell you everything about her projects, her company, but I can tell you, if you want to get more money, more value, you need to have information, right? So her company, her project will provide you valuable information. When you are a trader, when you are an investor, you need to have a good information. And Christine will help you to do this. So we have the company provide the good information, we have the NFT game, and we have the decentralized exchange. And what else we have in our panelists today? I'm pleased to show you Ms. Lauren.
Thank you, Jake. It's a pleasure to be here. I represent StoreNest, which is a digital asset storage platform. My partners created StoreNest, unfortunately, after their mother passed away. And this is a classic tale. It's happened to more people than we probably realize. But they had a difficult time in consolidating all of their inheritable assets. And randomly, a couple of years later, one of their friends who was working at a bank saw and recognized their mother's name on one of the unclaimed bank accounts and contacted my partners and said, you have these funds. These are waiting for you. These are part of your inheritable assets. And they realized then that this is actually a $500 billion growing problem with unclaimed assets worldwide. That number specifically pertains to traditional asset classes like financial accounts or unclaimed life insurance policies. But now with the advent of all of these new digital businesses where like gaming platforms, NFT marketplaces, digital banks, cryptocurrency exchanges, this number grows exponentially every day. So StoreNest is a platform in which you can store your most important data, which will then be transferred to your loved ones after you're gone. We ensure essentially that nothing ever gets lost.
Very interesting, as you can see. Nowadays, the problem that how we can manage the digital assets and how we can transfer to another one. And StoreNet to show you the solution that you can help you to inherit the digital asset from the people to people and make sure it's skill. So own a project in here. You can have more information in our Omani because we will show you the information of our partner in our website, and you can come to omani.com.sg and you can for more information of our partner in here. So at first, and you can see all of the panelists information and company. And we coming up the very interesting section that we have some question for our panelists to know more about the project, know more about the company, and of course you will show for our audience more information. For the first question, so now as crypto fair and world digital assets grow, investors will be looking for the assurance for their fund, how long the term value, and how the company can assist the customer. I think this question will be very suitable for Lauren, right? So Lauren, can you answer?
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. Of course, as I just mentioned, with the growing amount of value in the crypto sphere and in the digital asset class, StoreNest is here to ensure the retail investors that they can actually invest in the first place with all of these different types of platforms having the peace of mind that whatever they put into these funds or these businesses will not be lost to the next generation. Of course, the funds and the platforms themselves have figured out a very secure way to maintain the security of the customers' funds.
Yes, correct.
While the customers are alive. And we trust our business partners in their security in order to do so. But typically, our partners have not thought of a solution for the final step of digital asset management, which is what we consider to be the transfer of value to the next generation. I mean, typically, if you're investing in crypto, or even like in a gaming platform, you haven't shared your password with anybody else, even your spouse or your brother, let's say. But you wouldn't necessarily want to lose those assets once if something were to happen to you. So we partner with other digital businesses and offer them a solution, of course, to pass that on, but also even as a way to protect their passwords. If they forget their passwords while they're alive, then we offer them a solution of where else can they store such valuable, important information. So this is absolutely why we were invented and what we're trying to ensure customers of.
Thank you, Lauren. Very interesting answer. And you can see, right, how Sonnet can be assurance for the customer. We coming up, we have many questions in here, but I think it's very short time because we have many sections in our event right now. But the question I will coming up with you. So about the project, some project will more advantage than similar project. So how can we capture the most value from this market for data governance among others, and how the benefits with your customer? I think it's when the project have similar project in here right now, because in nowadays we have many kinds of NFT game, right? So I think I will ask Jahid, how about your project? What advantage about project with other many NFT game?
Sure. So what makes us really different, I'm going to take the best example, is one of the popular NFT games, Axie Infinity. Pretty sure most of you guys must have heard about it. What makes it different from Axie Infinity, number one, is that Axie Infinity uses just one NFT to actually play to earn, which is their Axie, while we use a combination of our Ancot and an Orbs to make sure you have the right synergies to actually earn in the game. Moreover, you can not only just earn by playing battles, you can actually earn by also collecting resources from your land, which is another NFT. So that means if you're a serious gamer, you can go to play battles, and if you're not a serious gamer and you just want to earn by playing our game, you can just collect resources day on day and make money. So that's one of the main reasons we're different. Another way we're different is that we have seasonal leaderboards that gives you access to playing with ranked players. The seasonal leaderboards work on a staking mechanism. So you have to actually stake your tokens, that ANKT, to actually participate in the leaderboard. This actually builds up a huge prize pool for the winners and make the leaderboard really huge for that the gamers who really want to play big, they actually earn a huge amount of money in every season. Number three that makes us different is the fact that all Ancots are very mystical and have their own synergies in nature that are very, very linked to the land itself. So that actually gives the gameplay a more strategical point of view, that you have to actually use a lot of strategy in order to play the game really well, making it a bit more complex in order to play the game compared to other games that you have to just click on a few buttons and play. So that's what makes a difference. In terms of your question of data governance, we actually are using a decentralized autonomous organization, also commonly known as a DAO. So the main Ancot token holders that are participating in an NFT game are part of our DAO. These DAO holders actually understand and play the game on a day-to-day basis, and they actually contribute more to the gameplay in the future run, making sure that the game is going towards the gameplay that the community wants. This is how we're addressing that as well.
Oh, thank you, Jay, for your interesting question, right? And you can see how advantage of Ancot with another NFT game. And why you don't try to play it after this event? For coming up, we have right now, we have a number. Almost 80% investor will focus on the price of the token in a very short time. But instead of understanding how the value of project, almost they focus in the very short time. But the most important thing that the value project did not just the focus. So can someone here will tell me what the benefits to hold the one kind of token for a long time? Why we need to be hold token for a long time? I think this is here we have the exchange, and he very well know the advantage with kinds of token and why we need to be more understanding a project. Srinath, can you answer?
Absolutely. Thanks for the question. So let's just understand one thing at DIFX. I mean, obviously there are different strategies how you go with, but our strategy was and always will be to build a robust ecosystem. So essentially we are highly tech focused, where we want to develop one of the best ecosystem for the users, stakeholders, shareholders, anyone for that reason, who it may be. So now to add value to that, why they need to hold a token. So essentially what we have done is we have our own token. It's called DIFX token. It's ERC20 based token, and essentially the main function is utility. As I said before, we are a cross asset trading platform. So we have our own spot exchange. At the same time, we have MT5 as well. So how this token essentially works is it works as a margin token on MT5. At the same time, it also works on the spot exchange, where it can cut up to 25% of the trading fees. So essentially, you create a utility. That's the reason why people tend to hold on to any token. Because if the token has no utility, no value, who's going to hold it? I'm not going to hold it for that reason. So now, talking about the next stages, how we are working. Obviously, we are a centralized exchange. And the best place for us is to list our token on our exchange. So we have essentially listed our token, and it was listed at, say, 24 cents, and we are currently somewhere around 30 cents already, and it's just been a couple of months, so we have already reached that stage. So now, again, as I emphasized on the robust ecosystem, so we are going through another series of penetration tests, which people call it security test for that reason. Once we have all the results, and once we are 100% sure with the ecosystem we have built, we are already in talks with one of the top exchanges based in Europe and other regions. And once we get the token listed on all these exchanges, this is but the best place to have like a token value. At the same time, we will tend to see a price rise. At the end of the day, we need to also know that it's a volatile market. So, but this is how we are going forward strategically.
Thank you, Sren. And you can see, right, the most important answer in here, that's the ecosystem who have in the token you have. When you hold the token, that should be have the ecosystem we follow that accept your token we will be doing in own project in there. Because if only token, you just change, it's not much value, right? You should have another projects. You have the project how can be the NFT game in there, you have project how can be stuck in there, you have project how to do user token at the transaction or the way to go together. So the most important thing when you hold a token, that you should be know about the project that have the good ecosystem following that or not. Thank you. So do anybody here, you all know NFT is a chain, right? So I don't know how many percent in investor in here, company in here, you implement NFT already in your project. And how do you think that when you implement NFT in your project? I think in here we have Christine. He have very good information. Many companies implement NFT. Christine will tell you the answer. Christine?
Yes, it's a very interesting question because I'm sure that most of you know that Alibaba have been already launched an NFT platform to protect intellectual property rights. And before we heard about this news, we added to our roadmap and are going to implement the NFT technology to protect the IP for ready-made algo strategies that are adding to our marketplace. And I think it's extremely important to protect the transferring in both industries, financial and legal one, because the transferring of the rights is as important as transferring of funds. And this is the industry where NFTs are extremely important and very useful, because it's a unique non-fungible token, as everybody knows. And it's very easy with the help of this technology to protect this transferring. That's why more and more platforms are going to use it, not only for digital art, but in this way as well. So as we are. Thank you for this question.
Thank you, Christine. And you can see very many advantages from NFT. And our company, we have web apps where you can create NFTs easy than ever. We have smart contracts. We keep RC 721 availability in our mainnet already. And after the event, we will launch it, and you will see no border NFTs in place, very easy. So we're coming up with a next question. Which do you think the more important between three things? Community, investor, and token price. What do you think the most important in here? And I think, Srina, can you answer the question?
Absolutely. For me, I mean, I am heading marketing for DIFX, and nothing is better than the community. So the main reason is, let's just understand one thing. I came into the blockchain space in the year late 2016, and I have recently been introduced to NFTs as well this year. So one thing that I've noticed is, one thing that drives the future that is going to take us there is the community. I'm like super active on Telegram, on Twitter, now I have recently started using Discord as well. It's the beautiful ideas that people have, because at the end we need to understand it's the community who's going to use your product, or be a part of your ecosystem. So NFTs, let's just talk about NFTs as well. So we have artists, we have users. It adds more value to the stakeholders as well. And that's mainly because of the community, because the communities can directly communicate with the artists, and now with NFT games coming, obviously they can directly communicate with the game developers, and back and forth. And that's how you're going to add value to anything. Only if you add value, there is going to be a need for your token. Only if there is a need for your token, that's only when you're going to see the bigger picture. So essentially, I feel it's the community, even for us, even though I represent a centralized exchange. It's community for us. We are well built when it comes to the MENA region and GCC as well. But we are just not limited to that. We have a specific group that functions in Bahasa, in Indonesia, and by end of this year, we will be having specific people for that reason. They'll be taking care of Arabic, Brazil. So when you talk about Brazil, it's going to cover Spanish and Portuguese. So the idea is only when you communicate in a specific language as well, that's only when you can have your storytelling have more effect on the marketing point of view. Or else if you just happen to speak in like English with Southeast region for that reason, or maybe say Portuguese or Spanish speaking countries, it's going to be difficult to exactly portray what you're trying to do. So for sure, it's going to be the community. Only once you have a very strong community, you're going to have token holders. At the same time, you're going to add value to your token. Thank you.
Thank you, Srina. And you can hear the answer, right? Srina talked, the most important here is community. The token price can be going down, going up, and can be changes. Investor also, someday they will invest on your project, but someday not. So Srina talked that the community is more important of three things. But I would like to hear another question from Christina. What do you think the most important here? Investor, maybe another side, right? Investor, community, and token price. Who the most important, you think?
Of course, community is first for everyone, for DeFi and CeFi solutions and platforms and products, because when you growing community, all other things are adding at the moment, investors and token price. It's everything for all these points. Community is extremely important and solid base to be grow to all these parts. So that's of course community rules.
Thank you, Christine. And both of our panelists agree that community is most important. Omani, we have big community in around the world. Not only in UAE, we also in India, Singapore, Philippines, many countries around the world. And of course, you are here. The project, we all have the community by yourself. Why we don't cooperate together to make the communities bigger? Because it's time for us when we have the big communities and we have more value of our projects. Thank you. So coming up, we have very interesting question from all. So I am very interesting about your projects. And can you tell me about the interesting of your project, about the token in your project? What is more interesting with the customer? Jahid?
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Yeah, I would like to be, because you have NFT game very interesting.
Yeah.
So I would like, tell me us more about NFT kinds and token kinds in your project that we know more, because
sure.
Maybe at the end of the day, I will
Sure.
download your game and we will play with you.
Yeah, sure. So in terms of NFTs, we have three main NFTs. That's land, ancots, and orbs. Lands are the lands of Mysteria. That's why you got ancots of Mysteria. In lands, ancots go there and collect resources, which then can be changed to LVS, which is one of our tokens, and you can exchange that on the marketplace. Also, the resources collected from the lands allow you to actually forge orbs that allow the ancots to power up and help you battle better. So that's why lands, ancots, and orbs are sort of our main three NFTs that we play with. Apart from that, we also are planning to introduce consumables and appearance for our anchors, like glasses or maybe the Thanos arm or something like pretty cool like that, because consumables in the games are very important and a huge market as well. Other than that, you asked me about the tokens. We have the ANKT token and the LVS token. LVS token, you collect it from the resources, while ANKT is mainly more for in-game rewards that we allocated. So when you play the seasonal leaderboards, ANKT is rewarded to you when you be one of the top 100 in the leaderboard. This actually allows us to control the demand and supply, because we really don't want to supply too much of ANKT in the market. This allows ANKT's value to go up and also control the supply of ANKT, giving ANKT to only the top leaderboard contestants of the game. So yeah.
Thank you, Jess. And you can see, and in the IFC, you also have your own token, right? So do you think it's the audit for reviewing the smart contracts or reviewing the token? So it's important. Do you have any perform smart contracts reviewing or audit before?
Absolutely. It's very important, to be very honest. Not just the token, an entire security audit of what you're doing needs to be crucial, because at the end, the consumers are users. So we need to ensure that there are no drawbacks, because at the end, it's playing with money. So we need to be extremely careful with any sort of audit. So as I said, we have done our first round of security audit, and we are actually in the final phases, to be per se, with our security audit. And once we have the results, that's where we are going for all the exchange listings. So that's the strategic roadmap that we are following. So essentially, without the audit reports, we have made it a point internally that we won't be going full throttle with our product, because once we need to be extremely sure about the product and show proof as well that yes, these are all the audits, these are all the reports, these are all the vulnerabilities, these are all the vulnerabilities, how we have solved it. So only once we have gone through that, that's when we will be going for all our listing exchanges. So that's how we are functioning at DIFX.
Yeah, very excellent. And nowadays, seeing the NFTs, very popular nowadays. Lauren, you have digital assets? Very interesting. Nowadays, you can see NFT very popular, right?
Absolutely.
So do you have any plan for StoneNet to increase NFT in your project? Because you manage digital asset, right?
We don't have any plans at the moment, but you can check back in a few months. Not at the moment. We're here to support the other businesses who are creating these amazing digital assets and then providing them a way to transfer them. That's the sole purpose of our business, like I said, at the moment, but who knows, we could grow into our own marketplace ourselves. In fact, that's ultimately our vision, but as we say here in Arabia, shwe shwe. It means slowly, slowly.
Thank you, Lauren. But no worry, if you're gonna partnership together, we have platform to help you integrate.
I love it.
Okay, so before our audience can be do the question with our panelists, I have last question here. So why we build a project? The community feedbacks and demand is very important, right? So how do you think? Do you consider any feedback and demand from the community when they show you the idea to be improve your project or something? Do you be aware of this, or you receive the demand and feedback, and do you agree with this? I think it's Christine, you just agree that community is very important, right? So community demand, community feedback, which is important for your project? Do you think?
Yes, of course, community feedback is extremely important, but not only community feedback, but security is also very important. And that's why right after I went out from stealth mode, we have started needful audits for our smart contract, and I'm going to announce it soon because we committed with tier 1 smart contract audit companies, and it's I think the same important and biggest important thing is security. We're talking every day about security in crypto. It's extremely important, much more important than community sometimes. And you know the big DeFi attacks this year and the previous ones. And every year we're getting more and more hacker attacks, and that's why pay much attention to security first. It doesn't matter are you retail or investor or founder, it's extremely important on all levels.
Thank you, Christine. So the community demand, community feedback is very important, but also the security more important, right? I have many questions in here with audience, but I'm sorry that the panelists not have much time. But you will see our panelists will remain here, and you can have the question with our panelists at the gala dinner before we enjoy something. So thank you so much to our panelists for a very interesting topic today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Driggs. Thank you for the speakers. It was really an interesting panel. Let's have some pictures. But I was thinking, guys, to make you more energetic and more active, what about having like more active session at the moment? And let's move to some dancing music with our beautiful dancers. Are you ready? So we just need a few seconds. So our dancers are getting ready over there. Let's have some music in the meantime. Okay, let's hear a big round of applause to our beautiful dancers over there. Yes. A bigger one.
حبيبي بالبنت العريض غالي واقرب من الوريد حالتي تتشخص جنون بيقولوا انا بيك مريض اتاري كل بحب فيك بدمنك وبقيت مزاج اتلحق بقى دي في ايديك ما انت في لقاك العلاج لقيت الطبطبة ولو ما انتش بعيد ضحكتك فيها كهربا ببقى زي واحد جديد لقيت الطبطبة ولو ما انتش بعيد ضحكتك فيها كهربا ببقى زي واحد جديد حبيبي خدها ومني ليك مشترك مشتريك فوق ما تتصور كمان والوحيد ولا لك شريك لو انا هوصفك اوصف ايه عقد فل ابيض وفيه قلبي بيدلدق حنان ملكي بقى وانا ادرى بيه لقيت الطبطبة ولو ما انتش بعيد ضحكتك فيها كهربا ببقى زي واحد جديد لقيت الطبطبة ولو ما انتش بعيد ضحكتك فيها كهربا ببقى زي واحد جديد لقيت الطبطبة ضحكتك فيها كهربا لقيت الطبطبة ولو ما انتش بعيد ضحكتك فيها كهربا ببقى زي واحد جديد
That was an amazing show. Thank you so much, girls. Thank you. And now let's move on to the next panel. Now, I guess now you're more energetic, right? You're more excited. So let's move on to our second panel discussion. It's going to be about the new trendy tech of GameFi and NFT. The NFT gaming and compliance blockchain gaming is the future of the gaming. And then we're going to talk about play to earn. How to play to and earn gaming brings benefits to the players, of course. And then we're going to talk about the AML compliance, why all the NFT marketplace should follow strict AML regulations. So now I'm going to introduce our speakers. And first we have Mr. Bill Wang, the COO of Anchors of Mysteria, part of LB Bank. Could you please join us on the stage? And then we have with us Ms. Judy Mary Rigby, the founder of MetaStory. Could you please join us on the stage? Mr. Ismail Bagashir, the CTO of Emirates. We have with us Mr. Valentin Pripozhansky, the co-founder and the CEO of Latocan. Mr. Valentin, please join us on the stage. And of course, our moderator for the second panel will be Mr. Hari Pham, the CPO of Omani Corporation.
So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for investing your time being here with us today in the Sunday afternoon. And today we'll be talking about the discussion about NFT and GameFi, also the little bit of compliance in NFT. We also wanted to talk about something called physical access-based NFT, back NFT, from one of our panelists here. So first thing is I want to pump up a little bit of the temperature in there of our audience. How many of you normally playing game every day? Show me your hand. Game every day. How many of you wondering what is the NFT? Show me your hand. Show me your hand. Okay. That's it. I can count. How many of you actually own NFT right now? Wow. Okay, the last question. How many of you actually making money every day by having an NFT issued by the games provider right now? Oh, okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so here's what something that you can expect in the discussion. I want to take a little bit of time for you guys to introduce yourselves to all the audience here. And after that, I'm going to pump up the conversations with the questions so we can discuss about the topic. And half of the time of the discussion, we've been open for questions from our audience in order to ask questions so you can answer. Okay, so starting with you, Isma.
Hi everybody, my name is Isma. I'm an advisor in the space and currently the Chief Growth Officer of Emirates. We are a MENA-focused blockchain technology and infrastructure company. We support both businesses in providing them with an investment, infrastructure, and advisory platform to grow within the space. And we also provide retail investors with an opportunity to trade and invest in cryptocurrencies. Yeah, so that's pretty much me. I'm going to pass it on now.
Hi everyone, thank you. I'm Jodie from Metahistoric and I'm a startup here in Dubai. And I create physical exhibitions where I work with emerging and contemporary artists. We then take that physical asset which the artist has created and we turn it into an NFT. And my next exhibition is here in Dubai. It's in January, the 17th of January, we're launching the exhibition in Foundry Gallery in downtown. So I would love to invite you all to come. And the title of our exhibition is going to be called Business Art, Blood, Sweat and Tears. And I'm super excited to showcase this exhibition. Also, in January, I'm also launching a digital art fund, which will be based out of Gibraltar. So we'll raise capital for the fund, and then we will acquire digital assets, which will predominantly be NFTs. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Bill. I'm the CEO of the Anchors of Mysteria, and Zahid, who already presented, he's my colleague. and he already go through the game with you guys. And I want to introduce our the policy for the new joiners. As we can notice from the time to time, when the NFT price is going high, right? And it's preventing a lot of people, new joiners, who actually want to join the game. So we have two kind of strategies. First, we have a scholarship program that allows the users, the newcom users, use the NFTs of the existing owners, and they're going to share the profit. And a second we have is the renting program. Also, we have for the new joiners that they can rent NFTs from the existing owners, and instead of sharing the profit, they don't have to share the profit. They just pay the renting fees at one time. So these are the new features I want to add for the game. And we are a play-to-earn strategized game, and just welcome you guys to play.
I'm Valentin Preobrazhensky, founder of LaToken Crypto Exchange. We are the largest in the world launchpad, with more than 50% of token launches in human history. More than 250 tokens were launched. We are doing token adoptions. So we bring thousands and thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands new token users to startups. So startups bring their money, currency, cryptocurrency, which is a better currency, and we use this to buy users, to bring new people into crypto. And that's how we acquired 2 million users. So we have more than 1 million mobile users and another million in web, with 25,000 5-star ratings. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, not everyone here is doing gaming, right? You have an exchange and you are doing in NFT with physical access. But whatever your role in the industry is, today you will come home with totally new things. Something that's totally fresh. The strategy, the perspective that can apply to your business to be more successful. So I mean, gaming is something that is booming right now. It's like 180 billion US dollar value, and it's expected to be 268 in around 2025. And when you compare to like gaming, to like filming the whole world is like the value is 100 billions. And with all the sport in North America combined, every year you have an annual revenue of 73 billion. So it's staggering number, right? And gaming starts like in the 50s with the game like the Pong. In my time, I used to play Mario, Contra, things like that. Yeah, and after that, with the computer, we buy game like, one time buying like $60, $50 per game, per CD, to play at home, one time only. But everything changed a lot until today. The model is changing. The freemium is coming. So now something like Fortnite, you play for free and you can use money to do microtransaction, in-app purchasing, using money to buy your animations, power, skill, everything. And this is something very interesting. Until the blockchain comes, when we have blockchains, because something like Fortnite, all the things you buy still owned by the platform, not you, right? You cannot control that. You buy, you spend money, you pay to them, and then they still own your things. But some companies like Axie Infinity, the company disrupts this model by applying blockchain. So players right now, they actually can own things in the games. They can make money too, not just owning, make money. They can share back things, they can staking that coin inside to, play and earn at the same time. So what do you think, you guys think that, blockchain can improve gaming in the future from now on? Isman, you want to? Okay, fine.
I think blockchain technology obviously has many applications, one of which is gaming. I think we should look at it from two different perspectives in terms of the game producers and as well as the gamers themselves. So In terms of the game producers, I think, to keep it short, the biggest advantage to them is interoperability. I think having blockchain technology will allow them to onboard users more quickly because of the integrated gaming profiles. Moreover, there will be interoperability with the in-game assets. So this will kind of allow or enable their users to transfer their in-game assets swiftly across the entire portfolio of games. For example, like Unity, under the Unity brand, there's multiple companies with different, multiple games. So that's obviously one advantage, two advantages for them that I feel are at the top of the list. In terms of the gamers themselves, I think, as you mentioned, Axie Infinity, there's a whole fun aspect of it, but there's another whole aspect in which it actually provides an alternative source of income for many people. And, using blockchain technology, this will allow them to actually create value with every minute that they spend in the game. And these in-game assets, with the help of companies like Engine and Affinity, they'll be able to utilize these assets in the real world. And, actually, a great way to bring this up is, NeBank, a fintech bank that enables cryptocurrency, integrating these into the games will allow users to actually realize this as an alternative form of income. So I suppose that those are my suggestions. Would you like to contribute as well, or no? Oh, sorry.
Bill, I want to hear your voice on how you apply blockchain. What do you think blockchain can have in gaming in the future? I mean, from now on.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about this in the gamer's perspective, because personally I'm a gamer. I play a lot of games, and there are two aspects I noticed from the traditional games, that all the game producers and companies, they're actually encouraging people to actually top up and do the in-game purchase. And at that moment, actually, the players put the money inside the game, the value starts to depreciate. Right? That is pretty common in the traditional game industry. So basically, when we mention the games concept inside the traditional industry, that we always think that we are wasting money and time, right? For the most of the perspective. But it comes to the blockchain part, that we actually start a concept called play to earn, that just go against this traditional concept, right? You're just not wasting your time and money inside the game, you're actually earning something by playing. And instead of putting the money and let the money depreciate, I can give example, like many players that spend millions or 10 millions even the US dollars on some games, and at the time when they try to quit the game, they try to sell the account, and they're gonna sell the account around like only 10,000, 20,000 US dollars. You see how much depreciation these games are. Instead of that, if you are a blockchain gamer, like at the time when you want to quit, or even you want to exchange, like each of the NFTs is like still value a large amount of money, or so instead of depreciating that fast. So in the future, I think the trend is definitely going to be the blockchain going to be dominate the game industry. According to, if you are a real gamer, you really want to play some games, instead of like wasting your money and time, like blockchain is definitely your solution. Yeah.
Valentin, do you want to add something?
In Philippines, there are more game token users and Ronin wallet holders than entire number of banking accounts, credit card accounts. So the Philippine population, they open account in a better financial system to play. And then they start to use these Ronin tokens, NFTs, to pay for their rents, utilities. They exchange it to USDT, they exchange it to local money, and there are funds which invest to bring these people into the games. They're doing the farming. So they gather big communities and ask them to play, give them their game NFTs, which they start to train, and this is a token adoption machine, one of the biggest token adoption machine now in the world. So The other interesting thing that NFT is something in between cryptocurrency and equity. So it's on capital markets, there are larger market for currency, for equity, then there are commodities market. So what we see before, it was currencies. So now there was $2 trillion, Bitcoin, Ethereum, startup tokens. I believe you will also launch currency, that's currency. Then there are NFTs, it represents not a money, but some type of asset, not yet equity. And this enabled regular people to launch their assets rather than startups. That's interesting. And one important other thing is that in US, NFT is not security. So most of the currencies, utility tokens. SEC will say this may be security. You should do Reg A+. It should be tradable on regulated exchanges, alternative trading systems. And then if you do this Reg A+, you are security everywhere in the world. So that's why there are not much tokens launched in the US. They are outside the US. However, NFT can be launched by an American person. So it's not security. And this, I believe this is the second big reason of this inflow of NFT. And next will be equity.
Yeah, you mentioned Axie Infinity, and in Philippines, actually, I think around half of the user, of the player for Axie Infinity are from Philippines. Is that correct, Bill? Yeah. And Bill, yeah, you mentioned that depreciation, right, of the access of the money in the games. And yes, this has happened with the traditional gaming platform, traditional model. But in the GameFi, that is differently. But I mean, right now, when we, GameFi is invented by the blockchain guy. So basically, until now, only the blockchain guy is doing GameFi. And I mean, what if in the future we have a big player like, they already instructed in GameFi, like the EA, the big one. They already invested in the play and earns model, and they want to come in 2022. What do you think that, right now we focus on play or the earn. But when the EA coming in, we might have, the big competition with them because they are professional in gaming. Because right now, the games that we play and earn has some obstacle I can see for, actually for the player. They have to be familiar with blockchain. They have to install wallet, multiple wallet to store things. They have to find the game because it's not easy. It's not on the App Store. None of the play and earn game on the App Store. You have to play somewhere else. You have to install wallet. You have to be a little bit familiar with blockchains. So this is the obstacle. For the publisher, this is even more because normally they run the traditional model. Right now they have to be, more creative on creating the economy, in-game economy, in order to balance in-game and outside the crypto world. So I think the gameplay is something that they're going to focus in the next few years in order to survive this competition. When EA coming, the crypto guys will be very careful for developing new games. What do you think, Bill?
Yeah, I think this process is going to take some time. Like as you said, right now there are some barrier between the circles, right? And I think when the time starts to move on, we're going to reach a point where we will have some kind of unified platforms as we have right now for the App Store and Google Play. Like in the future, I think we call it the metaverse. We'll have some platforms that are going to unite everybody and lay down the barrier that everybody can join easily, and as in the future. What was the other question?
We're going to have competition when the big game publisher like the EA coming in the play and earn and start doing game with blockchains. Right now is the reward come and reward for the novelty. For the guy like us doing blockchain, we do games. We are the first guy to do that. But then the professional gaming, like the EA coming in, then they have a better gameplay. Because I think the weak point right now for the publisher, play and earn right now is the gameplay. Some game is more focused on earning than playing. This is what I find that a little bit, sad about this model. So yeah, this is the question. What do you think?
Yeah, I think in the future this part are going to be separated into different fields. Like the earning part will be one group of people just focus on that. And I think for the gaming part, as you mentioned, like the big publishers, if they come inside this industry, I think eventually the community and the people, the players actually will more focus on the gameplay, right? Because actually right now play to earn, at least half of the community is focused on the earning part. Not too many people actually focus on the playing part. As this is the right now trending, as you mentioned, not majority of the people actually come inside the community. But when this barrier is laid down and every gamers from the world actually entering this blockchain industry, like everybody start to play, I think the attention is going to be shifted to the gameplay part itself.
The gameplay, right?
Yes, yes.
And I can see that we, the blockchain guy, we don't have experience with the gaming's professional gaming publisher. We don't have the mechanism experience before in publishing games. And this is something that I'm worried with my projects of gaming. Because right now, okay, this year we still can do that, but 2023, 24, I don't know, we have to improve the gameplay and also the economy inside.
Yes, as we can see, most of the games that already have the blockchain games in the market, they are very simple games comparing to...
Too simple.
Yeah, comparing to the traditional games, right? So mostly of them, they focus on the play-to-earn part. That's what I mean, right? Like in the future, when the big publishers they come, they have like many fancy games bring out, and also they build on the blockchain, and they also have the play-to-earn. Most of the people will shift to the big games, you see, for the real gamers. When the more people come in.
I think the perfect model for the future is a combination, the collaboration between the blockchain guy like us and the game publisher like the EA, because they can hire people, but they don't have much experience in blockchain like us. So yeah, collaboration is a better choice for the future of GameFi.
Yeah, sure.
Let's talk about a little bit when you, Valentine, you mentioned the booming of NFT, right? And last year, you know that NFT sale is reaching 2 billion, 2021, especially during COVID duration. And even some traditional auction house like Christie is starting to sell NFT assets. And if I remember well, there is one auction of some guy called the Beeper. And the artwork, NFT artwork, reached the price of, staggering number of $69 million US. Yeah, a lot of money. And yes, it is grabbed a lot of headline on the newspaper this year of everything around NFT. And we have one expert in physical access, backed NFT here. I want to ask about the process of having the access, the physical access back for the NFT in your company. Jody.
Sure. Yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, we really saw the gap to be backing the NFT by a physical asset, and we wanted to marry the two pieces of art together and really see them as one asset. So we're working with our contemporary artists to create and commission a new piece of art, and then we will put that on the blockchain. So we'll use smart contracts and the metadata to marry those two assets together.
Okay, have you worked with, gaming company or other kind of blockchain company or the exchange in order to have your business to grow?
Yeah, so we are quite focused on impact, and like a lot of companies here, you want to give back and to be able to have an impact. So we spoke with a gaming company who actually we can sponsor a gamer to game. It's around $1,500, for example, we would give, and then that'll then generate them revenue as they game. So that person will be chosen from like an unprivileged background. So that's the way to really use GameFi to have impact. And it's something that we've considered in our business model.
Yeah. Okay, understand. Thank you. Okay, come back to NFT. We have gaming apply NFT, but actually the NFT itself, the marketplace of NFT is booming. And there is something they talk about, there are many debates lately about the regulations, about the tax issue with the NFT, which I think sooner or later we have to talk about that because the government regulator, they are, starting to look at the NFT marketplace as something to be controlled. And right now, a big NFT market, they don't follow any AML regulations and requirements right now. And what do you think that, do they have to follow AML? And do they have to follow the KYC requirement in order to survive? Because sooner or later they have to follow. And what is the best possible approach to this matter? Starting with Bill. I think you're thinking, right?
So in short, the Security Exchange Commission, they are heavily regulating price manipulation. Right? So in NFT, there are a lot of price manipulation. They are the same people buy and sell, talking to each other. If it would be security, SEC will come in. If there is an American person involved and bought a token, NFT, and then prove that somebody resell it to himself to pump price and then sell to him its higher price, it will be criminal investigation with a criminal penalty. So, this can come into radar. That's my view.
Everybody is debating that NFT booming right now is something similar to the ICO in 2017, which really hard to control, and it should be regulated somehow. So, this is going to happen. Yeah, this is going to happen. What is going to happen, we don't know. Bill, what is your opinions?
Yeah, I think eventually we'll have something similar to the centralized, I think everything depends on the community and actually people who are actually developing the blockchain and people who are actually the early joiners. They will set up this kind of rules, and we will have some smart contract-wise to have the constraints on this society. I don't think government can control this because the whole thing is decentralized, it's against the government part. But for example, in China, and some other countries also, they not encouraging this kind of things because it's very hard for them to protect the weak people, you see, because there's no regulations and no laws that you can protect these people. But in the future, I think, according to the community itself, for example, DAO and this kind of things, we'll have our own ecosystem that people are gonna protect.
Decide by themselves.
Yes,
right?
yes. So instead of the government control, that the community control it by themselves, and under these regulations, everybody gonna be safe.
Yeah, you mentioned China last year. Everything around crypto was banned from last year.
Yes, yes.
So
China banned this kind of things.
Banned crypto,
yes,
totally.
Yes.
And something like gaming with crypto and other things with crypto is also banned.
Yes.
So
yes.
it affects many company, many business in China, and this is creating the channel to Chinese company to move to other locations like Dubai, right?
Yes, yes. Because right now they haven't found any sophisticated way to make this industry stabilized and everything under regulations. That's why they feel like it's very unsafe. Yeah.
Isma, do you have any opinion on that matter? Okay.
I guess what I want to touch on is really the approach that you mentioned. How can we move forward in actually using NFT as a utility? I find the whole NFT thing very ironic because I think the ethos behind making it was really to eliminate trust for your ownership and things. So it's like a digital representation of things that you own. And for some reason, a lot of people don't actually utilize it in the way it's supposed to because of what's happening right now with CryptoKitties, Bored Apes, and the rest. The value keeps going up and down. So I think, considering that there's a lot of different sort of utilities for it, from leisure to art, I think we should really look at it for why it was made, right? And I think we should start trying to utilize NFTs within the legal space first to show that it actually works. And then start moving forward using that as a fundamental. And I think a lot of institutions are already doing that. If you look at IBM, for example, they're investing in several companies that are utilizing NFTs for legal functionalities, like job contracts or partnership contracts and so on and so forth. So I think for me that's kind of the first approach. Once you show traditional companies that there's utility within their industry, and then they're going to start allowing the blockchain people to start doing what they need to do. Yeah, set the example. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Thank you, Isma. So I mean, the topic is interesting. When you mentioned DAO and NFT, I want to talk more. And topic will go on, but unfortunately we don't have time to, to actually talk more. So we will talk more when we have the networking dinner with all of you. And in the last 5 minutes, I want to let the audience ask a question for the panelists here, and myself too, about the topic that we have talked. Any question, everyone, for the topic? Right. He needs a mic. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the lovely panel. This was a great session. I just have a question for the founder of MetaStoric. Hi, Joe. How are we doing today?
Hi there. Thank you.
I'm pretty interested in your concept of your platform.
Thank you.
I just wanted to know, is there any use cases for the art, the contemporary art that you'll be digitally storing in your marketplace, or let's say the digital representation of which you'll be selling in your marketplace? What other use cases for that? Because I think as like the panel discussed, for example, for gaming, for example, the NFT can be utilized in a bunch of different manners. So it's not just limited or restricted to being a piece of digital art, right? And in this case, it can grow over value, right? Grow over time in value, sorry. I just want to know if this is something that you've planned or you've foreseen in terms of, let's say, your art pieces or your NFT art pieces, not just being an art piece or something like any use cases other than just being an art piece.
So to begin with, we're just starting with art, but in the future we will look to work with NFTs in other areas, maybe in property and things like that. Is that the question you're asking? Yes. Yeah. So initially we wanted to start with art, as my background is art and design at university. So I really saw the value in taking a physical art piece and then turning it into NFT and marrying those two pieces together. Also with the art fund that I'm launching, again, that will be will acquire digital assets. Right now it predominantly wanted to be an NFT fund, but we are deciding whether we'll diversify that fund into other assets. So we'll see.
Just one follow-up question.
And just to be clear, I'm not a marketplace, but I'm a producer of NFTs. So we'll partner with other marketplaces to sell the digital assets.
Fair enough. Yes, I think that answers my question. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any more questions for our panelists and myself? Please raise your hand. Okay, so I think we're going to move on with the next chapter of this event. Thank you very much, everyone. And thank you all the panelists to join us today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hari. Thank you for all the speakers. And now we're going to move on to our tea break. So please enjoy a break. We're going to have like around 20 minutes. Thank you so much. Yes, you can join us at the tea break outside the ballroom. Enjoy your time. We can come back in 20 minutes, please. Thank you.
Go.
صف قلبي بلا وعي بلا وعي مجنون من دونك، لولا عنده بترجعي رح كون ممنونك. اما قصة نفترق والله بعدك بختنق، وبموت كلتك اذا ما بقابل عيونك. يا عمري عغيابك انا حس الدنيا ما ندني، بتصير ايامي زعل وبتقلب الساعة سنين. بعدك اذا القلب انشرح صعب يبقى يمر بفرح، يحرم علي بغيبتك عيش العمر لحظة هنية. بعدك إذا القلب انشرح صعب يبقى يمر بفرح، ويحرم علي بغيبتك عيش العمر لحظة هنية. دمي عبعدك نشف، عم بعترف انه تعب قلبي، انه وقت منختلف عم بكتشف شو غيبتك صعبة. علي ضل تدللي مني اوعك تزعلي، لك الله لا يجيب الزعل ويدين المحبة. يا عمري عفرايك انا حس الدنيا ما ندم، بتصير ايامي زعل وبتقلب الساعة سنين. بعدك اذا القلب انشرح صعب يبقى يمر بفرح، يحرم علي بغيبتك عيش العمر لحظة هنية. بعدك اذا القلب انشرح صعب يبقى يمر بفرح، يحرم علي بغيبتك.
brochure.
Parole, 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 encore des paroles que tu sais bon.
Écoute-moi. Je t'en prie. Écoute-moi. Je t'en prie. Écoute-moi. Je t'en prie. Écoute-moi.
Baby, keep on doing it. Right on. 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 That's not life. Oh, man. I'm sorry, God. Can't get up your love, baby. Girl, I don't know why. Can't get up your love, baby. Lord, some things I can't get used to. No matter how I try. It's like the more you give, the more I want. And baby, that's no lie. Oh, no, babe. Tell me, what can I say? What am I gonna do? How should I feel with everything in you? What kind of love is this that you're giving me? Is it in your kiss or just because you're sweet? Girl, all I know is every time you're here, I feel a change. Something moves. I scream your name. Look what you got to do is darling, we ain't get enough of your love, baby. Girl, I don't know why. I can't get enough of your love, baby. Oh, no, baby. Girl, if I could only make you see and make you understand. Girl, your love for me is all I need, and more than I can stand. Oh, well, babe. Baby, keep on doing it. Right on. 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 I'm sorry, God. Can't get enough of your love, babe. Girl, I don't know why. Can't get enough of your love, babe. Lord, some things I can't get used to. No matter how I try. It's like the more you give, the more I want. And baby, that's no lie. Oh, no, babe. Tell me.
I've heard people say that too much of anything is not good for you, baby. But I don't know about that. There's many times that we've loved and we've shared love and made love. It doesn't seem to me like it's enough. It's just not enough. It's just not enough. Oh, man.
Thank you so much for the beautiful dancers. I hope you enjoyed your lunch break. And now I would like to invite to the stage Mr. Hero Vu. Could you please join us on the stage? No, this is my paper. The founder and the CEO of Omani Corporation. Please welcome him on the stage.
Alo. Kính thưa các quý vị, lời đầu tiên thay mặt tập đoàn Omani, tôi gửi lời chào và những lời chúc tốt đẹp đến toàn thể các quý đối tác, khách hàng, nhà đầu tư và những vị khách quý của chúng tôi đang có mặt tại sự kiện Outside the Block của ngày hôm nay, Mission chào mừng thế giới.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Omani Corporations, please allow me to extend a warm welcome to all of yours and your venue partners and investors to Outside the Block event today. I also would like to take this opportunity to share about the mission, a story of creating the world.
Xã hội loài người được hình thành từ 5 đến 10.000 năm trước công nguyên và trong đó con người là đối tượng chính đóng vai trò chủ đạo trong quá trình vận hành, tồn tại và phát triển của xã hội. Tất cả các hoạt động chính của con người như giao tiếp, giao dịch, trao đổi mua bán, chứng thực, cung cấp thông tin, ủy quyền cần có các đơn vị trung gian như cơ quan nhà nước, doanh nghiệp, cá nhân uy tín đứng ra đảm bảo, làm bằng chứng, chứng thực cho những giao dịch ấy bằng uy tín cá nhân của họ.
From 5 to 10,000 years BC, when a human society has first emerged with all activities and transactions being manual only, the intermediaries took an important role in granting those, including good purchasing, trading, and authorizing, especially by their reputations.
Tuy nhiên, con người cũng chính là một trong những yếu tố rủi ro nhất trong việc đứng ra làm trung gian cho các quá trình xác minh độ chính xác, nhất quán và độ tin cậy của một giao dịch hay bất cứ tài liệu nào. Do đó, tính xác thực và sự minh bạch của mỗi chủ thể là một trong những yếu tố then chốt nhằm đảm bảo độ tin cậy, tính nhất quán cũng như độ bảo mật của bất kỳ thông tin, giao dịch hay tài liệu nào trong kỷ nguyên số.
However, humans are also the main factor in this process, comprising the risk of inaccuracies, inconsistencies, and unreliabilities. Therefore, the authenticity and transparency of each subject is one of the most important factors to ensure the reliability, consistency, and security of any information, transactions, and documents in the digital age.
Công nghệ blockchain ra đời đã giải quyết được các vấn đề tồn tại trong quá trình giao dịch như nâng cao tính minh bạch, loại bỏ sự can thiệp của trung gian, số hóa chứng từ, giảm chi phí giấy tờ và thời gian giao dịch. Và ứng dụng đầu tiên của blockchain vào lĩnh vực tài chính phi tập trung, đó là đồng tiền mã hóa mang tên Bitcoin. Giá trị của nó ngày nay đạt đến 70.000 đô la Mỹ, khẳng định giá trị không thể chối cãi của blockchain và crypto.
Blockchains were invented to solve these problems, is improve transparency and eliminate the risk of using the risk, and also have to digitize the document, reduce the cost of paperwork, and save time for the transactions. Its first application to the financial industry in the first cryptocurrency named Bitcoin. From crypto to use among interstates, Bitcoin's value has one peak to the nearly $70,000, providing the value of cryptocurrency in a modern society.
Trong xã hội tràn ngập thông tin và siêu dữ liệu như ngày nay, cần có một nền tảng chứng thực xác minh độ an toàn cho các cá thể cũng như con người dùng tham gia vào thế giới Internet vạn vật. Đó là lý do hệ sinh thái Well Up Blockchain được ra đời.
The world needs a new, better way to verify the information and secure the benefit of all participants within the Internet of Things, where duplicated account, fake information, and fraud cause many serious problems. Since then, Well Up Blockchain has emerged.
Thế hệ sơ khởi blockchain 1.0 Bitcoin đã tạo ra những đột phá công nghệ đáng kinh ngạc. Tiếp nối thế hệ blockchain ứng dụng 2.0 của Ethereum, cho phép xuất bản hàng nghìn, hàng triệu các hợp đồng thông minh sử dụng cho giao dịch, chứng thực, vân vân, thay thế cho những mạng lưới kế toán và thanh toán đắt đỏ thiếu hiệu quả trong ngành tài chính trước đây.
The first generation of blockchains was Bitcoin, which has brought in many incredible technological breakthroughs, followed by the second generation, Ethereum, with its programmable and allowed it to create and polish millions of smart contracts, a computer program to automatically execute and control the terms of a contract or an agreement. It's helped to replace the expense and efficient accounting and payment of the traditional finance industry.
Blockchain 2.0 giúp các nhà vận hành thị trường chứng khoán tiết kiệm lên tới gần 6 tỷ đô la trên một năm, để theo báo cáo của Goldman Sachs, và làm nền tảng giúp hàng chục nghìn ứng dụng tài chính phi tập trung DeFi khác cùng phát triển.
Blockchain 2.0 has also helped stock market operators save up to $6 billion per year, according to the Goldman Sachs report, and serve as a foundation for more than tens of thousands of decentralized financial applications, DeFi, developing all together.
Kế thừa những ưu việt của các thế hệ blockchain 1.0 và 2.0, Web Blockchain được ra đời là một thế hệ blockchain 3.0 ưu việt hơn về mọi khía cạnh, như tốc độ xử lý giao dịch và tính toán nhanh hơn, chi phí thấp hơn và tiết kiệm tài nguyên khai thác vận hành. Đặc biệt là Web Blockchain có khả năng mở rộng để có thể tương thích với các nền tảng thế hệ blockchain tiếp theo, đó là blockchain lượng tử.
Together with the advantages of the first and second generation blockchains, well-loved blockchains were born as super generations. We call it a blockchain generation 3.0. Well-loved blockchains has higher transaction speed and cheaper fees. It's also able to save the resources of mining and can be able to with the new generation of blockchains, quantum blockchains.
Blockchain Go-up sử dụng luật đồng thuận DPoS, mạng lưới bao gồm 27 siêu đại diện, xây dựng trên 27 node chính của mạng lưới và 101 các đại diện đối tác dự phòng cho 27 node chính, sẵn sàng thay thế 27 node chính bằng việc ứng cử dân chủ, đảm bảo mạng lưới Go-up luôn vận hành công khai, minh bạch và an toàn.
Blockchain well-loved is like the delegated proof of stake consensus, which includes 27 super representative nodes and 101 partners nodes ready to replace the 27 SR in the democratic vote, and to ensure the continuity and transparency and also the security of well-loved blockchains.
Hệ sinh thái Web Blockchain được thiết kế với kiến trúc mở rộng. Các node được ủy quyền tham gia vào chứng thực cho công dân số toàn cầu thông qua hệ thống EKYC. Điều này giúp các cá nhân, tổ chức, cá thể tham gia vào kết nối mạng lưới Internet, mạng xã hội, thông tin được định danh với rất nhiều dự án và các sản phẩm được triển khai ứng dụng của Omani như IDC, Doctony, Nibank, v.v.
Well-loved blockchain is highly designed to enable the nodes to participate in authentication for global digital citizens. We call digital IDs. It provides verified information to the individuals and also the companies within its network through its ecosystem, product, and also including our ID share, Doctony, and Nibank.
Web Blockchain cũng tạo ra một nền tảng trung gian cho việc xác thực và định danh các tài sản số, máy móc thiết bị hoặc hàng hóa tiêu dùng, tạo ra một cơ sở vững chắc cho các mạng xã hội, các sàn giao dịch thương mại điện tử truy xuất được nguồn gốc xuất xứ của bất cứ hàng hóa sản phẩm nào.
Well-loved blockchains also create a multi-platform for authentication or identification of digital assets, machinery or consuming goods, and it also provide a reliable and secure infrastructures for social network or e-commerce website by allowing anyone to offer every product or informations.
Và một không gian lưu trữ tài sản mã hóa số trên một không gian ảo, dự án không gian số Metaverse mang tên Mungo đang được xây dựng và phát triển sẽ ra mắt cộng đồng vào tháng 3 năm 2022. Mungo sẽ cung cấp một môi trường bất động sản và tài sản ảo được mã hóa hoàn toàn cho các startup công nghệ, đặc biệt là các ứng dụng về NFT, GameFi, DeFi.
It's certainly a metaverse project called Moongo. A digital space storage is developing on Well-Up blockchains. It also will be launched by March of 2022. Moongo will provide a fully encrypted real estate and virtual asset environment for each startup, especially application for NFT games and DeFi.
Bên cạnh sự phát triển của blockchain và công nghệ số hiện nay, những ảnh hưởng của đại dịch Covid-19 đã và đang là một yếu tố thúc đẩy mạnh mẽ cho sự thay đổi của hầu hết các lĩnh vực và ngành nghề trên toàn cầu. Các doanh nghiệp chuyển sang làm việc online, các trường học chuyển sang học trực tuyến và thế giới cần những nền tảng trung gian xác thực cho các giao dịch thông tin, đào tạo, cung cấp chứng chỉ, công chứng dịch thuật, bản quyền nội dung càng được đẩy cao trong thời đại số.
In recent years, alongside the development of blockchain and legal technologies, the coronavirus pandemic has bring a rapid change of many sectors and industry around the world. Working or studying online has become a new phenomenon and normal. Therefore, the need for a new solution platform to verify information of transaction, genuine certificate, or information or translations or copyright is higher than ever before.
Ngoài ra, trung tâm kết nối và xác thực mạng lưới giáo dục quốc tế Mayhub được ứng dụng trên nền tảng Web App sẽ tạo ra một môi trường an toàn cho hàng trăm triệu học sinh, sinh viên, học viên trên toàn cầu và cũng là một cơ sở dữ liệu an toàn cho các doanh nghiệp, nhà quản lý, săn tuyển và đào tạo nguồn nhân lực chất lượng cao.
Moreover, one of our well-up blockchain applications is Mayhub. Is a part of May Educations, a center for connecting and verifying information for online educations, which provide a safe environment for billions of students around the world. Is also a reliable resources for business to hire, recruit, or give training for their employees.
Không chỉ dừng lại ở đó, những ứng dụng và hệ sinh thái đã và đang phát triển bởi Omani sẽ được đưa vào mạng lưới Web Blockchain Mainnet. Mạng lưới blockchain được nghiên cứu và phát triển bởi Omani đã trong hơn 3 năm qua và ngày hôm nay chúng tôi chính thức cho ra mắt nền tảng Mainnet mang tên Well Up Blockchain.
All about that, all application and products of Omani Corporation from now on will be integrated into a mainnet of Well Up blockchains. And from today, Well Up blockchain has been developed in last 3 years by Omani Corporation and today is officially launched.
Ngoài ra, chúng tôi còn thành lập nên một tổ chức phi lợi nhuận tại Singapore vào tháng 12, 2021 mang tên Well Up Foundation với chức năng nghiên cứu, phát triển và vận hành hệ sinh thái mạng lưới Well Up Blockchain.
In addition, we have just established a non-profit organization in Singapore this December. It's called Well Up Foundations, which were established to conduct research and development and operation of Well Up blockchains.
Well Up Foundation chào đón tất cả các đối tác là các tập đoàn công nghệ, các tổ chức tài chính, quỹ đầu tư, các công ty đang ứng dụng blockchain, crypto, các sàn giao dịch, GameFi, các công ty giải trí, dịch vụ hay bất cứ một tổ chức cá nhân nào có năng lực muốn tham gia cùng đóng góp vào sự phát triển của Well Up và hệ sinh thái DeFi cho Well Up Blockchain.
Soon, the Well Up Foundation welcome all partners who are technological corporations or financial institutions, investment funds, blockchains and crypto applied companies or exchange platform, GameFi companies, and entertainment services providers. Everyone here also who wish to contribute to the development of Well Up and is the app ecosystem.
Well Up Foundation sở hữu 30% số lượng Well được phát hành. Đây chính là quỹ hỗ trợ cho tất cả các dự án công nghệ, các ứng dụng và phát triển hệ sinh thái tham gia kết nối vào mạng lưới Well Up.
The Well Up Foundation holds 30% of the total number of Well, which is used to fund to raise the project and also application involved in the Well Up blockchains.
Omani sở hữu 50% lượng Well được phát hành, trong đó 20% lượng Well được sử dụng để đầu tư phát triển hệ sinh thái tài chính công nghệ định danh với hơn 20 dự án bao gồm như các dự án IDC, Dr. Ni, Nibank, Payawi, Nix, Moongo, Vugo, Vuhao, vân vân.
Omani Corporation holds 50% of wealth, including 20% of wealth will be invested in developing the ecosystem of Well Up blockchains, including more than 20 projects like ID Shares, Dr. Ni's, Nibank, Payawi, NFTs, Mungo, Vugo, and also Vuhouse.
30% còn lại thuộc sở hữu của quỹ đầu tư Omani Holding, quỹ đầu tư khởi nghiệp trẻ quốc tế định hướng vào các khu vực mới nổi trên thế giới như Đông Nam Á, Nam Á, Ấn Độ, châu Phi.
The rest is owned by Omani Holding Investment Fund and also is an international investment fund for the young talent in the emerging regions of the world, such as South Asia, India, or even in Africa. India and Africa.
Kính thưa các quý vị, ngày hôm nay, ngày 19 tháng 12, 2021, chúng tôi chính thức giới thiệu đến thế giới một bức tranh hệ sinh thái Omani Well Up được hình thành và công khai, đồng thời mở ra một cơ hội chào đón tất cả các đối tác cùng tham gia hợp tác với hai đại diện của chúng tôi là Omani Holding và Well Up Foundation.
So, well, ladies and gentlemen, today we are delighted to introduce our Omani Well Up ecosystem to the world and bring value opportunities for our partners to cooperate with us in Omani Holdings and Well Up Foundations.
Và đừng quên, ngày vô cùng đặc biệt đánh dấu bước tiến tiếp theo cũng là khởi đầu cho lộ trình 2022 của hệ sinh thái Omani Well Up. Vào ngày 4 tháng 1 năm 2022 là ngày đồng coin chính thức của Well Up Blockchain sẽ được niêm yết trên hai sàn giao dịch quốc tế Elbank và La Token. Và theo lộ trình 6 tháng đầu năm của 2022, Well sẽ lần lượt xuất hiện trên tất cả các sàn giao dịch quốc tế hàng đầu như Binance, Coinbase, Huobi, KuCoin.
Coming up next will be a very important date as well, the official cryptocurrency of Well Up Blockchains. The Well is listed on exchange of Elbank and La Token on the 4th of January 2022. And according to the roadmap of the first 6 months of 2022, Well will be listed on all well-known international exchanges such as Binance, Coinbase, Huobi, and KuCoin, and so on.
Hãy là một thành viên đầu tiên được định danh và cập nhật phiên bản mới của bạn trên mạng lưới Well Up Blockchain toàn cầu. Hãy cùng nhau phát triển ứng dụng mới của bạn trên nền tảng mạng lưới Well Up Blockchain. Hãy nắm bắt cơ hội để trở thành đối tác chiến lược của Omani Holding và Well Up Foundation ngay từ ngày hôm nay.
So, let's join us to be the first member who have your identified profile on Well Up Blockchains. Let's develop your applications on Well Up Blockchains as well. Let's take this opportunity to become a strategic partner with Omani Holdings and the Well Up Foundations.
Mission, phiên bản mới nhất của bạn trên Go Up, an toàn, công khai, minh bạch và bảo mật toàn cầu.
This is Missions, your futuristic versions on Well Up Blockchains, secure and transparent globally and locally.
Sau sự kiện Dubai ngày hôm nay, hẹn gặp lại các bạn tại Singapore vào tháng 6 năm 2022, tại Seoul vào tháng 12 2022. Một năm mới 2022 mở ra là một năm thành công cho cộng đồng toàn cầu và tất cả chúng ta. Outside the block.
After this event, we will meet you again in Singapore in June and in Seoul in Korea in December next year, 2022. Will be the very good year of wealth and success for all of us, the members of Well Up, the year of outside the block.
Kính chúc các quý vị có một mùa Giáng sinh an lành và chuẩn bị đón một năm mới hạnh phúc, an khang, thịnh vượng cùng gia đình. Thân ái, Hello.
Wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year with family and friends. Thank you indeed.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching the video with us. And now, as technology applications and blockchain-based solutions that Omani is developing, present and future, our of core focus is identity-verified blockchain well-ups and identity-verified eKYC via ORC and AI as API security and ID share, and digital citizen big data handled by data-driven. And now I would like to introduce on the stage Mr. Jake Neumann, the CTO of Omani Corporation. Mr. Jake, could you please join us on the stage? Let's hear a big round of applause for Mr. Jake. Welcome.
Hello, again me. So you have 30 minutes with me on a panel list, and now I don't want to take a lot of time with you, but we all know technology, sometimes we behind the scenes. Like Jahid here and our tech team, almost you can see it product in here. You don't must people know how the technology beyond that. And today, I'm happy to show you what the technology to make the ecosystem of Omani. Can I have the video? Video. How do you feel about this video? Just a very quick introduction about the technology we're applying on our ecosystem. For today, we know NFT, blockchain, EQAC, and a lot of technology we applied in here. But almost the people, you just come to the website, you come to the app, you can see in the beginning and user interface, and you can see that app how it works. But beyond that, our tech team, we're doing a lot of things. We need to set up server. We need to set up environment for the developer. And developer, we're doing not only small thing to coding, we're doing back end, we're doing front end, we're doing integration, even DevOps to be doing integration, a lot of things. Even we have our partner in here, Elbank. Before you listing something, right, you need to integration. And the IBIS is the same. We need to be set up integration together. And of course, before you're doing the NFT game, you will have a lot of things to do before. You need to be have awareness,
to build up the app, right? You do have a thing. So I would like to show the slide, please, to show you what we can apply in here for our ecosystem. As Mr. Hero mentioned before, we have 4 cores in our ecosystem. Jay, could you mind show me the slide? Okay, maybe in the time right now, our team is quite exciting with showing with you our ecosystem. So you can take a look on that. We have ID share. We're doing EQIC via OCR and via AI to applying for identity verification for the user. We also integration with API of the government and the third party to make sure the accuracy exactly 95% for accuracy via your passport, via resident card, and which help you to build up the identity in the world. It's right now, no government, no organization can be managed your own information because it become on storage and verify on decentralized. We have an e-bank, our digital bank. And of course, we building up like the fee, decentralized finance, where keep your cryptocurrency, keep your fiat money more secure. And not only that, we're doing swap. You have your fiat money, you have crypto, and big problem, you don't know how to swap it. But NeBank, we provide a solution for you. The technology, you can swap between us. And the app, of course, we have in here, we have our web apps already. Every smart contract on the place. We kept RC10 for user information verification. We kept RC20 for cryptocurrency. We already in place. And not only that, we have smart contracts for crypto assets. We kept RC721. So only in place in our mainnet already. Our mainnet, we're using consensus mechanism, DOPS, Delicate Proof of Stake. So very new technology and very skill for you. And it makes the TPS of you over 2,000. Bitcoin, TPS only 7. Even Ethereum, only 22. But in our web apps, the TPS will over 2,000. And will make your digital bank become the nature. Because our big problem in decentralized, that's big data and real time. So we solve everything on us. We're doing the solution for you, can be applying your DeFi in our blockchain also. And not only that, with NFT, we have NFT core. We had built an NFT with BitchainDB. The technology combine centralized and decentralized to help you to create the app, create the NFT game, and a lot of things more easier than ever. So today, very important day of us that we show you all of technology in Omani that will help you can easier reduce all of technology border. And you are here, our investor, our customer, no worry about the technology. We are here to support you. And our investor, our partner, we can grow up together with the technology and we can leading the Asia with the technology and make the Asia without border with our technology going up together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Drake. And now, to know more about the blockchain-based application, please welcome with me Mr. Harry to the stage. Mr. Harry, could you please join us on the stage? Let's hear a big round of applause for him, please.
Good afternoon again, everyone here. Okay, so Jake is already talking with you about our ecosystem and the technology behind and what we can do. I'm going to talk with you about what we do next in 2022. What happened next with our ecosystem? So we start with okay, let's, sorry, I cannot turn off the slide. I see. We have like nearly 10 applications up and running right now, and wow. Okay, here's the right one. This is the ecosystem we are focusing right now, which you can see that we have everything from the whole thing is going around the two core. One is the blockchain, and the second one is the eKYC system, which you call the ID share. With this core, you can do everything. You can consider that as the, let's say, the iCloud. You have one iCloud account that you can log into anything in Apple products. The same as OMANEE'S. We have the ID share account. You do the eKYC. When you pass eKYC, you can use this account to log into the bank, to the social media network, which we have, and other products in the future too. The second of the core is the blockchains, which we build the whole protocol from scratch. And this is something, I mean, really big. We invest time and resource much on the blockchains. So it's something that we focus, and today we launch, as you know. We have social media based on blockchains. We have a crypto bank, which is launching today too. We have e-commerce exchange marketplace. We have the whole in NFT core system, which allow you to tokenize your physical access, like the house, the cars, your physical voucher to share to others, to provide to your businesses and customers. And this is the whole ecosystem that we have. You can see the blockchain is fully up and running. Right now, I think, as we speak, we have more than 40 super nodes right now, and it's increasing every day. And we have more than 100 nodes for, secondary to actually back up the 41 right now. So this is the whole, big ecosystem that we can do everything with that. For example, if you are the businesses, you want to do things with the ecosystem of Omani. You can use Dr. Ni, which is the social media network, as the gateway, as I see the gateway, to enter the whole ecosystem in order to do things with Omani. Let's circle a little bit with our web blockchains. What we do in the 2022 is we're going to connect web blockchains to Ethereum network, to BSC, to Tron. Why we do that? Because Ethereum and BSC right now is already very crowded, and the gas fee, is high. And also, Tron is quick, it's still cheap, but we want to connect to them. So in order to move the access from other chain to our chain. Our chain right now is new. New, it means that we are quick, the speed is high, the performance is good, and the fee is very low. That's why you can utilize other chains to move the access to our blockchains. This is something we're going to do, and it's going to be finished like somewhere around February of 2022. We finished all the bridge to Ethereum and Trons and BSC. This is some glimpse visual of the new version of the Dr. Ni, which we're going to show you more. You can see by your phone, go to the App Store, download the Dr. Ni and see by yourself. This application already have more than 20,000 active users every month. And we built that for quite a long time, and you just update to the new versions. This is also the glimpse visual of the Nebank's application, which we call the crypto banks. But not just crypto, we do everything with this one. You can save money, you can deposit, you can send to other. You can loan, you can borrow money, everything. And this is running on not just mobile, run on desktop too. This is how it works in the 2022. We're going to connect Nebank into the payment gateway. This is the biggest thing we do. So everything with crypto, you can convert to fiat. Yeah, it depends on the country, but this is what we do in the 2022. The bank is going to connect to NeBank app, so you can deposit fiat money to buy the crypto in NeBank. And in our ecosystem right now, you can buy WELL, you can buy NE, you can buy other stable coins that we issue from our blockchains. We also have the platform wallet, which is a WELL platform. You can store WELL, not just only WELL, other crypto too. The exchange is going to be listed and connected with NeBanks in 2022 after the WELL is listing. This is what the business can do with WELL Up and the ecosystem of Omani. For example, if you are the businesses and you join Dr. Nee, you can consider it as the social media, which you can communicate with people like your customer, your friend, your family. If you want to do something more than that, you want to share things via social network, you can create the channel, official channel with Dr. Nee. And by doing that, it's very easy. 1 or 2 clicks, you can create a page on Dr. Nee to create as a business of yourself. After that, what do we do next? You need to issue the old coin, the currency based on, on top of the WELL blockchains easily with this application, still using Dr. Nee to issue coin. And then it's going to connect with WELL blockchain to issue your own currency to be used with your businesses and then the customer. After that, what do you do next? At the same time you have your old coin, you're going to have the new account on NeBank too. And everything is recorded on the NeBank. And you're going to take care of the business transaction with NeBank after that, and also the Dr. Nee. With Dr. Nee and NeBank and the WELL blockchain and ID share combined, you can do customer support with Dr. Nee, you can do the financial control totally with NeBank. Send money to your customer, receive money every day, and exchange to the exchange, withdraw with the payment gateway. So it's a combination of application and solution, the full solution in order to serve your everyday need, from communication to businesses, to expand your business from crypto to fiat. So it's totally as a cycle. This is the last one that I once hints on, let's say the streams before, when everybody asking about GameFi and gaming with our blockchains. This is the model that we are going to apply on our games. So it's going to be in our game to be released, as Mr. Hero has just mentioned, the Moongo projects. It has the names. The name of the game has not decided yet, but the Moongo is something like the games. And the model is something that we learn from other projects. We think that projects like right now, they made money, like Asia Infinity, they do make money, other projects too. But it has, the drawbacks sometimes, and we try not to step on the same things. So that's why in the WELL Up GameFi 1.0, which we apply on the games, we will have 3 things. One is a DeFi, for sure, you play to earn. So you have the wallet, you can stake your coin, you can swap in-app in the game to other things. You can do borrow in the game. Why not? Yes, we can do that. For the gameplay, which is something that we already discussed, and I think that gameplay is the most important thing of the game, any game. Even none play to earn or play to earn, doesn't matter. It's the most important thing. So in the gameplay right now of the play to earn, there is a problem. You know what is this? People with big money, they can buy many things and NFT inside, and they can, let's say, go up many levels by just pouring money in, which sometimes is a drawback of the game, which people with less money. So it's somehow to the same format as before a traditional game when you pour money in and then you can do that. People with big money win, something like this. So in the gameplay of this GameFi 1.2, we do three things. One is the reward. Reward is the same. Everything has a reward. The second one is we create the deflation mechanisms, which some of your assets will be burned, will be destroyed, will be depreciated after time. And we create fairness to player, not just inflate every time. You need to be deflated. The third one is the level-based purchase, which only allow you to buy certain things when you reach certain level. So if you have big money, you still have to climb up the ladder in order to buy things, not just pouring money to buy everything. So it's, I mean, the gameplay should be fairer than the normal one right now. With the NFT, we place the marketplace inside the game. We have the auctions. Every time we do, we publish new items, new secret box, something like this. We do the auction. You can rent your items. You can do cross-chain swap with other item on other chain because we connect to BSC and Ethereum. So yeah, that's the thing. It's easy. So this thing is something we're gonna after in the first quarter of 2022 for the GameFi. That's why today we talk a lot about GameFi. Yeah, and yeah, that's about it. That's about everything we focus on 2022. That yeah, you guys can be either collaborate with us or invest in our projects. Thank you.
Since the invention of the internet, as well as smartphones and countless other means of connection, people have been using social networks more. They become tools to bring everyone together. However, in an age where cybercrimes and frauds are on the rise, the safety of social media users is increasingly threatened. Frauds and scams have become a negative part of social media and must be handled with care. Networks hold a large amount of personal information from users. What do you need in an app for social network? Verified, safe, secure, free, convenient, trustworthy, speedy, and of course, user-friendly. All of which is available with Dr. Nee. Dr. Nee is an app to keep track of your life, your chats, and make them more lively, more real. It's a social network with its users' identities verified with texting, video calling combined, gifting, donating, creating campaigns, or rating users, members, creating 4.0 wallet, searching for specialists, looking for nearby friends, and many other features to be discovered. Dr. Nee app offers a real online experience for the first time through real IDs with real people. Each individual in the world will be allowed only one account through digital identity verification. Dr. Nee will not allow anyone to have multiple accounts. This will help users exchange information more safely and securely. You will be connected for real through texting, chatting, and meeting with people. Not only that, you can also build community through groups, stores, or entertainment gifts. Develop global systems through advertising, business creation, and service. Dr. Nee, half the world, is more than just a chat app. It will provide exclusive access to ID-verified credentials, and in the near future, make it one of the safest and most trusted social apps in the world. Dr. Nee, bring you half the world. It connects the human's real world and technology's virtual one. Both halves of the world, real versus virtual, bring you a modern, convenient, sophisticated, and content life. Connect users, share smile. Download the app for free now. They're all available on both Google Play and App Store. Dr. Nee, for a safe 4.0 future.
Thank you so much for watching the video with us. And thank you, Mr. Hari, for your speech. And I guess your highlights has led us to the final signing for today. And we now would like to welcome on the stage the board management of Omani Corporation and the founder, Mr. Hiro Vu. Could you please join us on the stage? And now I would like to invite the Deputy of General Director, Ms. Yoki Pham. Could you please join us on the stage? And now I would like to welcome Mr. Jake Nguyen, the CTO. Could you please join us? And last but not least, I would like to invite again Mr. Hari Pham, the CPO of Omani. Please welcome him on the stage. Okay, so now Mr. Hari is around. And now for the launching of the WellUp's blockchain mainnet. So we're gonna have a video starting now. We're gonna have some pictures first. Mr. Hari is here. So the story of WellUp's, the world's first identity blockchain. WellUp's blockchain enables more secure management and storage of digital identities by providing ununified, interoperable, and tamper-proof infrastructure with key benefits to enterprises, user, and IoT. The value that makes WellUp's different is the adherence to the principle and development based on three strengths pioneers and practical application, multi-authority application for users. Thank you. Let's hear a big round of applause. Thank you so much. I would like to welcome you again for the signing ceremony. Please join us again on the stage, the founder and the CEO, Mr. Hiro Vu. please. Let's hear a big round of applause. And now I would like to welcome again the Deputy of the General Director, Ms. Yoki Pham. And now for the signing ceremony, I would like to welcome Mr. Peter Frank, the CBO of L Bank. Could you please join us on the stage? And now let's go ahead. You can have a seat. Yes, please. Let's hear a big round of applause for them. Could you please just stay with us on the stage? Could you please, if you don't mind? Yeah, we'd like to have a seat. And now I would like to welcome on the stage Mr. Valentin Brzezinski, the co-founder and the CEO of Latokin, to the second signing ceremony. Let's hear a big round of applause. And now I would like to welcome on the stage Mr. Z, the BDM, the Business Development Manager of L Bank. Could you please join us on the stage?
Hello. Hi, good evening, everyone. It's me, Z from L Bank. I hope you all are good. I will not take much your time. Actually, L Bank, we are global. Our abbreviation is Ledger Bank, founded in 2015, Virgin Island. And we are like every day, 24 hours, 1 billion plus volume. And win-win cooperation with Omani, very close partnership. So happy to connected with the Omani Corporation. I would like to tell you something about L Bank. L Bank is a global cryptocurrency trading platform founded in 2015, Virgin Island. We have more than 6.4 million users around the globe, more than 50 countries. Plus in coin market cap, top 20s ranking we are. So that's it. If anything in regarding L Bank, we have office now here in Umar Square, Dubai. We are very global, present in so many countries and expanding our business widely. And very frequently we are increasing our team members around the globe, like US, Canada, Turkey, Vietnam, Philippines. And that's it. Thank you so much for your time. See you again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Z. Thank you.
Look around you. find myself? Why do I scream for pleasure? It's 4 in the morning, should know better.
Let's learn about blockchain platform launch today. So, and now are you ready for the award ceremony? And again, I would like to invite on the stage the founder and the CEO, Mr. Hiravu. Could you please join us on the stage? Sorry for disturbing you today. And the Deputy of General Director, Ms. Yuki Pham, could you please join us on the stage? And the CTO, Mr. Jake Nguyen, could you please join us? And also we have the CPO, Mr. Harry Pham, could you please join us on the stage? Mr. Harry? Let's have some group pictures, and of course we're gonna invite all of our speakers to the stage. Mr. Srinath Iyer, the CMO of DIFX. Mr. Zahid Ahmed, the CTO of Anctus Mysteria. Mr. Christina Zemaria, the COO and founder of Toskel. And of course I would like to invite Mr. James and Mrs. Lauren Crabe, the co-founder and CEO of Storness. And Mr. Jake Nguyen, the CTO of Omani Corporation. Let's hear a big round of applause for them. And the rest of the speakers, we have Bill Wang, the COO of Anctus Mysteria, part of L Bank. Ms. Judy Mary Rigby, the founder of Misastoric. And Mr. Ismail Bogashir, the CGO at Emirates. And Mr. Valentin Probozinski, the co-founder and CEO of Latocan. Welcome everybody and thank you for being with us today. Let's hear a big round of applause for them. Are you ready for the awarding ceremony?
you, everyone. Thank you. Let's hear again a big round of applause for everyone, for each one of you, for being here with us today. In the next years, in addition to launching blockchain web apps, in Dubai, we will continue to strive strongly and raise blockchain awareness of the community in Asia. At the same time, constantly research and develop multi-utility technology. Applications to bring closer to users, in particular Korea, Singapore, India, Hong Kong, and Vietnam are considered key countries in the ecosystem development strategy revolving around the web apps. Network and spreading decentralized technologies in the future. So all together, we make a better version of each of us. So let's hear a big round of applause, everyone. And together we make it happen. Thank you, everyone. And now I would like to invite you for the gala dinner. And of course, we have our DJ here. So enjoy your time, enjoy your evening. And thank you again for having me tonight. Have a good evening, everyone. Let's hear a big round of applause for everyone. Thank you so much.
Alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para darle alegría y cosas buenas. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, hey Macarena.
Hey Macarena, Macarena, Macarena. Put the chopper on the nigga, turn him to a sprinter. Bitches on my dick, tell him give me 1 minute. My man, hey Macarena, hey Macarena, Macarena, Macarena. Put the chopper on the nigga, turn him to a sprinter. Bitches on my dick, tell him give me 1 minute. Hey Macarena, hey. I find a spot, then I post up. Bitches wanna know if I'm single, tell her yes up. And I see you dance on the gram, tell her shake some. I ain't even gon' lie, I'ma eat the choncha. And I like it when she got the toes out. Yeah, get you bites down, now you glowed out. Got a new bitch, took a new route. She a rock star, that's no doubt. On the fire to the flame, don't be burning me out. I'm the nigga that she told you not to worry about. Why you think she in a rush when she leaving the house? I'ma sip, I'ma clip, I'ma dip, then I'm out.
Everyone can join us on the stage for the big picture. Join us please on the stage. We can have a group pictures all together. Please everybody, join us on the stage. Come on everybody, let's have a group picture. Please join us on the stage. Come on everybody. Come on, let's have a nice picture, everyone. Come on, are you ready all together? Who else would like to join us? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and cheese!
With somebody who loves me.
Let's do one more.
Shake that thing, miss. Shake that thing, miss. Donna, gonna shake that thing, miss. Donna, gonna shake that thing, yeah. Donna, Donna, Jody and Rebecca. Shake that thing, miss. Donna, gonna shake that thing, miss. Donna, gonna shake, 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 shake. Get busy, just shake that booty non-stop when the beat drop. Just keep swinging it, get to get.
Yeah, everybody.
Anything you want for cause facility, but don't take pity. More to see you get locked on the rhythm of my ride and my lyrics up about electricity. Girl, nobody can tell you now. Yo, sexy ladies want war with us. You know they care with us, them not war with us. You know the club, them want flex with us. To get next with us, them not vex with us. From the day my bond tight, now my flame. Girl, I call my name and it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on till I earn them on. Let's get it on.
Keep on bouncing all day, get it bumping all night. Everybody get down till the morning light. Keep on bouncing all day, get it bumping all night. Everybody get
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Keep on bouncing, 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 bouncing. All the party people out there.
Shake that thing, miss. Shake that thing, miss. Donna, gonna shake that thing, miss. Donna, gonna shake that thing, yeah. Donna, Donna, Jody and Rebecca. Woman, get busy. Just shake that booty non-stop when the beat drop. Just keep
Please,
swinging it.
everyone, join us to the dinner.
Shake that thing.
You can now join us to the dinner.
War with us, you know they care with us, them not war with us. You know the club, them want flex with us. To get next with us, them not vex with us. From the day my bond tight, now my flame. Girl, I call my name and it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on. Don't get it, don't get agitated, girl, go and roll.
And again, please join us to the dinner. Everyone, thank you so much. It was really my pleasure being with you today. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much.
Keep on bouncing.
But my baby tonight.